Number 6. The leaves of blank tree in hot weather habitat hold in water. Which tree can hold in water? Acacia tree. While the needle leaves of blank tree in snowy habitat prevent the loss of water. Which tree can grow in snowy habitat? Pine tree. So the answer is pine. Number 7. The leaves of water lilies are wide in order to blank on the water surface and to absorb a large amount of blank. So the leaves of water lilies are wide in order to what? To float on the water surface. Float. And to absorb large amount of what? Large amount of sunlight. Number 8. Drought regions. Drought means no water. Drought regions are characterized by lacking of blank, so their plants adapt by having very long blank. Drought regions are characterized by lacking of water, so their plants adapt by having very long roots. Number 9. The structural adaptation of blank tree can resist water waves, while the structural adaptation of blank tree can resist strong wind. The structural adaptation of mangrove tree can resist water waves, while the structural adaptation of palm tree can resist strong winds. Number 10. The leaves of blank plant allow it to absorb a large amount of sunlight, while the leaves of blank tree allow wind to move easily through these leaves without cutting them. The leaves of water lily allow it to absorb large amount of sunlight, while the leaves of cabbage tree allow wind to move easily. Next question is give reasons for. Number 1. Acacia tree has very long trunk. Acacia tree has long trunk to prevent animals from reaching its leaves. To prevent animals from reaching its leaves. Number 2. Acacia tree has sharp spines around its leaves. Acacia has sharp spines to prevent animals from eating the leaves. To prevent animals from eating the leaves. Number 3. Wind is important to acacia tree. Wind is important to acacia tree because acacia tree use wind to send a smelly message to other acacia trees, to telling them start to make a poison. One more time, because acacia tree use wind to send a smelly message to other acacia trees, telling them to start making a poison. Number 4. Cabbage tree has hand-shaped leaves. Hand-shaped leaves to allow wind move gently through the leaves without cutting them. To allow wind move gently through the leaves without cutting them. Number 5. Cabbage tree stay firmly rooted in the soggy soil although they are very tall because it has buttress roots. Because it has large and wide buttress roots. Because cabbage tree has large and wide patras roots. Number 6. Pine tree has a triangular shape and short branches to allow snow slide easily over it so the branches don't break. To allow snow slide easily over the branches. To allow snow slide easily over it so its branches don't break. Number 7. Water lilies have white floating leaves to absorb large amount of sunlight. To absorb large amount of sunlight. Number 8. Mangrove tree has long and strong roots. Long and strong roots to resist the water waves. To resist the water waves. Number 9. Palm trees have a thick trunk and small leaves to resist the strong winds. The last question and give reasons for. Number 10. Barbary fig has sharp spines to prevent animals from eating its fruits and leaves. To prevent animals from eating its fruits and leaves. Now we will answer the next question, which is what happens if. Number 1. The length of acacia taproot doesn't grow for more than 3 meters downward. Or in another way, we can say the length of acacia roots short. The length of acacia taproot is short. It can't search for water in the deep soil. It can search for water in the soil. Number 2. The acacia leaves are not guarded by sharp spines. There is no sharp spines around the leaves in acacia tree. What will happen? Animals can eat these leaves easily. Animals can eat these leaves easily. Number 3. There are no patras roots in the kabuk tree. There are no patras roots in the kabuk tree. Kabuk tree can't stay firmly in soggy soil. Kabuk tree can't stay firmly in soggy soil. Number 4. The pine tree has an umbrella shape, not a triangle shape. The snow can't slide easily over its branches, and the branches break down more easily. The snow can't slide easily over its branches, and the branches will break down. Number 5. Some plants of rainforest habitat become very short. Some plants of rainforest habitat become very short. The sunlight can't reach these plants. The sunlight can't reach these plants. Number 6. Water lily has narrow leaves instead of wide leaves. It can't absorb large amount of sunlight. Can't absorb large amount of sunlight. The last one, number 7. Palm tree has thin trunk and large leaves. It can't resist the strong winds. It can't resist the strong winds. Now let's answer question number 8, which is cross out the odd word. Number 1. Taproot, tiny leaves, patras roots, producing a poison. We will choose patras roots because all items belong to acacia tree. But patras roots, it's about kabak tree. Number 2. Taproot, hand-shaped leaves, fluffy yellow seeds, buttress roots. We will choose taproot because all items belongs to kabak tree, but taproot belongs to acacia tree. Number 3. Fennec fox, Barbary fig, palm tree, polar bear. We will choose polar bear because all items can survive in desert, but polar bear can survive in polar habitat. Number 4. Acacia tree, polar bear, penguin, pine tree. We will choose acacia tree because all items can survive in snowy habitat or polar habitat, except acacia tree can survive in grassland or in savanna. Now let's answer question number 9, which is compare between. We will compare between acacia tree and kabak tree in type of roots and shape of leaves. Let's start. Acacia tree, type of root, taproot. In kabak tree, type of root, buttress roots. Shape of leaves. In acacia tree, tiny leaves, but in kabak tree, hand-shaped leaves. Table number 2, we will compare between kabak tree, water lily plant, and pine tree in habitat and shape of leaves. Let's start with habitat. Habitat in kabak tree, rainforest. Habitat in water lily plant, wetland. Habitat in pine tree, snow. Number 2, shape of leaves. Shape of leaves in kabak tree, hand-shaped leaves. Shape of leaves in water lily plant, wide leaves. Shape of leaves in pine tree, needle leaves. Now we will answer question number 10. Classify the following living organisms according to their habitats into organisms live in desert and organisms live in forest. We have some choices: starred agama lizard, panther chameleon, fennec fox, kabak tree, palm tree, Barbary fig plant. And we will classify it into 2 habitats: organisms live in desert or organisms live in forest. Let's start with starred agama lizard. Starred agama lizard live in desert. The next choose panther chameleon. Panther chameleon lives in forests. Next one, fennec fox. Fennec fox lives in deserts. The next word is kabak tree. Kabak tree lives in forests. Next word, palm tree. Palm tree lives in deserts. And the last one, Barbary fig plant. Barbary fig plant lives in desert. Let's answer the last question in lesson 2 part B. Look at the opposite figure, then answer the following questions using the words below. We have some choices: animals, spines, desert, tough, leaves. Number 1. Barbary fig can grow in blank habitat, desert habitat. Number 2. Its leaves have sharp blank and blank outer cover. Its leaves have sharp spines and tough outer cover. Number 3. The spines of leaves prevent blank from eating its blank. The spines of leaves prevent animals from eating its leaves. That's all about our video today. Thank you and see you soon in another video.